Shalom, shalom. Into that is a Kalbalayam, Lahainawa, Yahweh, Bashim, Shai, Bashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and others of greatness to all of you well. Shalom. Unto the brothers who's pushing his works in truth and in sincerity through the forefronts of the earth. And shalom unto the Israelites who have been scattered among the heathen nations. And shalom unto the Akwat, which is the sisters who's listening and learning. This is your brother Karatazar from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp out of Trinidad and Tobago. All right. So, hereby, the title of this video is The Wave of Chaos is Rising. And I like to call it a wave because, that's how I see it at times. When you have that, when you see any wave far ahead and you see any build up and you see that wave building up until it reaches 4 feet and 6 feet, 7 feet, and then it keep going up until it breaks, right? And this is basically, what it is, globally, what's going on within the world, right? With the chaos, right? Chaos all over the place, right? The masses, they causing confusion, chaos, for total control. And this is, something that what we, we're telling you all along, right? Because you must, they must create the chaos for control to bring in the new agenda, all right? So let's take in this video.
You were looking at riots that have unfolded near Mexico City outside of the World Cup Stadium, and people are highly upset. The citizens of Mexico City and the surrounding areas showing up protesting the World Cup, and it's getting violent, chaos erupting, fires getting kicked up, rocks being thrown, riot police on the scene. They're saying that the people are protesting in regards to people missing, being abducted, that no one cares. No one's saying a word about it. So they're all protesting en masse just to bring attention to what's happening in Mexico.
All right, so basically the people is mourning, they're fed up in terms of what's going on, right? And in Mexico, right, the people of Mexico, is Hispanics, right? And they are also related to the 12 tribe, right? They also related on within the 12 tribe as well, right? Which also it also will lead us hold on. All right, so sorry about that. All right, right. So going back to what I was saying, the Mexican people are also Izaka, right? They're also part of the 12 tribe as well, right? And you can see that different riots, all these things, it really never stops. It never really stops with them, right? It's always after one to the next. So that also tells you that they are they and they are under the curses, right? So let me get a precept here for you. Right, Proverbs 29 and 2. As you can see, what is basically taking place, right, Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And they are mourning. And they are mourning, they are not rejoicing, they are mourning, right? As well as the World Cup is going on, right? They are, yo, the people, well, the stadium is full, right? But another group of people is making mass outside, right? Total chaos, right? And because of why? So let's go back and just play that video.
Go. People are being abducted left and right, kidnapped left and right, and it's not getting any coverage. So the people are snapping out, and they're using this event to showcase that. Now, I'm going to tell you, we've got
So they already said the people are snapping out, right? And very soon you're gonna be here, you're gonna be like that here within Trinidad. Eventually, like in terms of like what going on, they um they have the state of emergency is actually in fully well, it is in full effect, right? They're cordon off certain streets and the people cannot protest, right? But all these things will happen because why? Because they keep running to who? They keep running down to Egypt, to Esau, instead of running back to Yahweh Hashem Shai.
some stuff coming to this country in the form of chaos as well surrounding the World Cup. There was a plot in the past, a terror plot actually, to attack these events, the World Cup specifically, and make it some kind of 9/11 style nuclear attack. This was from years ago. It was a card that was never played, which means it can still be played. They exposed it, they talked about it, and they tried to connect the whole thing back to Osama bin Laden, the boogeyman, back in the day. But this is, again, a card that's never been played. And it's so you know, we have a ton of these events happening in the United States. The United States hosts a majority of the matches, including all four semifinals and the final. Stadiums spread across the country from Los Angeles to New York and New Jersey on the East Coast where the finals will be played, but they're going to be coming to Dallas in Texas, Miami, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Houston, Texas, Kansas City, Missouri, Boston, Massachusetts, Philly, San Francisco, and Seattle, Washington. I would watch all of these places because the plot has already been exposed in the past. It just never happened, which means it's a card that can be played. You have to remember the Rothschilds put out the Year Ahead magazine for 2026, and it had a guy kicking a soccer ball on the front cover. And on that soccer ball was pure madness. That was the first hint that one of these events was going to get targeted. So head on a swivel if you're going to any of these World Cup events. I expect to see something in the United States at one of them for sure. Join me for the live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, where I'm updating to this and a lot more. I hope to see you there.
Right? And this video um was created by Dabu7, right? And hey, right, that and also that is it, right? That is it because it's total chaos for total control. And we're going to repeat this again and again and again, right? Until it's that time, right? Because as you can see, even in Trinidad, we have these protests is going on, right? These protests is going on, pertaining to things that we are into the country, but I wouldn't really get down into that, right? But I just basically to show, right, the different levels that it is going. You see in the frustration upon people's faces, right? But all of these things is prophecies. All of these things, you know, are being made manifest by Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai, right? And that's just it, you know, and that's just it in understanding what is going on, right? So I just wanted to just bring all that, share some of the light on it, you know. The wave of chaos is rising, and that is rising globally, right? Globally. But the people, they don't want to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yeshai. So this is the things that they will have to face. Right? These are the things that they will have to face. Right? All these unjust laws. Right? Just trying to get an next precept. Right? The scripture also mentioned the Isaiah 33 also mentioned the wisdom and knowledge, the stability at that time. But who will have that wisdom and knowledge is the men of the Lord. Right? The average Jakes that is out there, they are not going to have this knowledge unless the Lord casts it upon them, right? To have this knowledge. Right? Because in those days they are going to be out there with. But the men of the Lord, will be still, will be calm, subtle, and as the Lord also said, He will lift up a standard within those days to come. Right? But no, you all want to turn back to whom? You all want to turn back. You all want to turn back to Esau, right? Which is also counted as a man, as number goes into 666. All right? No man, turn back to Yahweh Hashem Shai. Where your first love is, where your first love is at. Right? Where your first love is at. I'm trying to find the scripture real quick there. All right, so hey, nevertheless, I was trying to find the scripture, but having some trouble finding the scripture. But hey, this is what it's going to, and the prophecies are being fulfilled, and more like these are going to come, even in your very hometown. All right. So hey, to that, to the Kal Halayim La Allahina wa Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakadash, double honors unto the apostles and elders of greatness soon for wealth. Shalom unto the brothers who especially in suits in truth and in sincerity, each other for content eat. And shalom unto the Akwat who is listening and leading, who bring the husband. Is your brother Kratita. Until next time, shalom.